Welcome back, Reds. Wherever you're watching from around the world, this is United Top News. And today, we are talking about something that has split opinion inside the Manchester United fan base. Manchester United are dealing with a storm of their own. Interim head coach Michael Carrick has addressed comments made by co-owner Jim Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe recently caused controversy in an interview with Sky News, where he said the UK had been colonized by immigrants. The reaction was immediate. Criticism from fan groups, internal concerns from staff, political backlash. This also had the Prime Minister call for an apology from him. Ratcliffe responded, saying he was sorry if his language offended anyone, but insisted the topic of controlled immigration was important. Manchester United released a statement reinforcing their commitment to inclusion, and then all eyes turned to Carrick. Carrick, speaking at his press conference, made one thing clear: the dressing room is united. He said he's proud of everything the club stands for, especially its diversity and inclusion. When asked whether Ratcliffe had spoken directly to him or the squad, Carrick kept it composed. He said he doesn't need constant communication from above. His role? Create the right environment within the group, lead the first team, keep focus where it belongs, on the pitch. He even referenced the unity around the club, saying they are pulling together. And in another development, the Football Association FA has confirmed it will take no action against Ratcliffe, though they reminded him of his responsibilities during media interviews. There is midfield situation that never truly disappeared. Carlos Baleba, Brighton's powerful young midfielder. Last summer, Manchester United were heavily linked. Reports suggested personal terms had been agreed. Think about that. Personal terms. Which means conversations happened. Which means intention was serious. But Brighton stood firm. A valuation around 100 million euros. And United stepped away. They didn't overpay. They didn't force it. They walked. And sometimes walking away tells you more about a club's direction than completing a deal. But now Baleba has spoken, and his words are revealing. He admitted the speculation affected him. He said he feels more relaxed now. He said the outside noise, he didn't understand it. Imagine being 22 years old, linked with Manchester United. Every headline analyzing your future. Every performance dissected through the lens of a transfer. That pressure changes players. He avoided websites, focused on himself, focused on his teammates, focused on regaining control. Brighton have struggled this season, sitting 14th, only 7 points above the relegation zone. Only 7 points above the relegation zone. Only 7 points above the relegation zone. It hasn't been smooth. But despite that, Baleba has featured in almost every Premier League match, excluding his time representing Cameroon at the Africa Cup of Nations. And now, the transfer windows are closed. The noise has quieted. Casemiro is confirmed to be leaving this summer. And suddenly, the midfield conversation returns. Because when a door closes at Old Trafford, another opens. Today we are diving into a story that feels bigger than just a transfer. It's about identity. It's about timing. It's about politics. And it's about a date that could quietly decide the future of Marcus Rashford. Because sometimes in football, it's not the goals that decide your destiny. It's the decisions made behind the closed doors. So picture this. Sunday afternoon, March 15. The Premier League is in full flow. The cameras are on Old Trafford. Manchester United take on Aston Villa in what could be a decisive clash in the race for the Champions League. But hundreds of miles away, in Castelldefels, that peaceful coastal town just south of Barcelona, Marcus Rashford might be watching. Not as a United player, not as a Barcelona hero, but as a man waiting for clarity, waiting for direction, waiting for something bigger than a football match. Because while United and Villa battle it out in England, something even more important is happening in Catalonia. Across Barcelona, more than 140,000 club members, the socials, will be heading to the polls. They're not voting for a striker, they're not voting for a manager, they are voting for a president. And that decision could define Marcus Rashford's future. Juan Laporta has stepped down to trigger the election process, as club regulations require. A management commission is now temporarily running the club. Campaigns are underway. Speeches are being made. Alliances are forming. And suddenly, Rashford's situation is no longer just about football. It's about politics. Laporta is facing serious challenges. Victor Font, Marc Syria, Xavier Villaruana. Each candidate must secure 2,321 signatures to even appear on the ballot. But here's where it gets interesting. The biggest dividing line between the projects isn't a player, it's Deco. As journalist Jody Carn explains, the main difference between Victor Font and Laporta is the sports director position. Font doesn't want Deco, but Laporta does. And with Deco in place, Rashford's future feels clearer. Without him, things could change. That's how fragile the situation is. One election, one executive decision, one sporting director, and suddenly a €30 million transfer hangs in the balance. Now let's talk about football. Because politics aside, Rashford has delivered. 10 goals, 13 assists in 34 appearances, even while dealing with a minor knee issue. Under Hansi Flick, he has rediscovered rhythm, confidence, sharpness. Adapting to Barcelona's philosophy isn't easy, especially for a Premier League player. The movement is different, the tempo is different, the positional discipline is different. But Rashford has embraced it, and Flick is reportedly very happy. There is no doubt about that. Under the loan agreement between Barcelona and Manchester United, the deal is simple. €30 million. Trigger the clause. Make it permanent. But reports in Spain suggest Barcelona would like to renegotiate. Perhaps lower the fee. Perhaps use Rashford's desire to stay as leverage. Manchester United, they're not budging. The price is the price. The agreement was made. And from United's side, the situation remains exactly as it was last summer. No discounts, no reopening talks, no emotional decisions. There were whispers, rumors suggesting that if Michael Carrick remains head coach, he might welcome Rashford back. But inside Old Trafford, those suggestions are reportedly being dismissed. First of all, no final decision has been made about who will manage next season. Second, if Barcelona trigger the clause, it won't matter anyway. And third, Rashford's chapter at United may already feel complete. His last appearance came in a Europa League win against Victoria Plzen. Since then, silence. And sometimes in football, silence says everything. Cole Palmer's closest friends has claimed that one day the Chelsea star will wear red. Is it fantasy? Is it destiny? Or is it just social media noise? Well, we are breaking it all down. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's really unpack this properly. Cole Palmer to Manchester United one day. Now, before anyone gets carried away, nothing is happening right now. There is no bid, no negotiations, no advanced talks. But here's why this story exploded. Palmer's close friend, rapper Tunde Olayinka, posted a picture with him while they were on holiday in Dubai. And the caption? That's what set everything off. He said, "One day I will get CP," that's Cole Palmer, "to United. back home where he belongs.